You've been battling hard against the guy.
Right
and
there.
How about those two?
Yep.
91-91 have just been at each other's, but the respect.
Evander Kane and Nikita Zadorov. No matter how this one ended, you knew this was going to be interesting to watch in the handshake line, as these two have been going at it all series, and well, it would finally come to an end. And this winner-takes-all Game 7 that got underway in Vancouver as the Canucks hosted their first Game 7 since the Stanley Cup final loss from 13 years ago, and boy, I barely have memories of that, being so young at the time, but this time the arena was insanely hyped, and they did not, however, get off to the start they wanted, as the Oilers carried their momentum from Game 6 to really put pressure on the home team early. The first period was, well, bad for the Canucks, and they were lucky to not be down more after Shilovs made some great saves to keep them in it. However, in the second, the Oilers would break through, absolutely dominating from the shots perspective, and it would be Cody Ceci of all people, who I know gets a lot of criticism for his play, but is well liked for the Oilers, and he fired this one home to get Edmonton up by 1. It would then be Zach Hyman screening in front that got a tip on this Bouchard shot, and this was another goal for the Oilers winger, who's had a terrific year, but also another point for the D-man Bouchard, who's far outperformed Hughes from an offensive production standpoint this series. Edmonton wasn't done yet, though, as they got a power play goal from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins as the league's deadliest power play factored into the most important game of the year, and a Vancouver product would score an all-important goal to put the Oilers up 3-0. Now, this could have been worse without the brilliant goaltending of Shilovs. The Canucks just looked flat out bad during portions of this game, but knowing how Vancouver likes comebacks, they would not go quietly into the night, as they started mounting some decent pressure in the third, and you kind of wonder where this desperation was all game. It would be Connor Garland, probably the best Canucks player offensively, and a player I really liked as an undersized right-handed shot, to finally put the Canucks on the board off this bad turnover here from McLeod. The Canucks would get life off of this goal and find another one from Filip Hronek as he launched his bomb that we haven't seen a lot of in this series for some reason. The Canucks would then be only a goal away from a comeback that would be reminiscent of Game 1's 3-goal comeback, but they would fall just a bit short as they could not bookend this series with miracle victories. Tough loss for the Canucks, but you gotta love the respect between the two squads after one of the most heated series we've had in the playoffs so far. And boy, it's safe to say we got our money's worth with this one. Over and out.